in strength and numbers that we tell Marines could never have imagined. Whether this horn is magic or not, it brought us together.
He's the heartthrob English actor best known for playing Prince Caspian in the Chronicles of Narnia. He also starred in the HBO series Westworld, Marvel's The Punisher, and recently received a burst of acclaim for his role in the Netflix show Shadow and Bone. Ben Barnes, well, he's made quite a name for himself here in Hollywood. And now he's moving in a different direction by releasing his first debut solo EP.
And joining us live via Zoom for Music Fest Fridays is Ben Barnes. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
That curated intro. That was lovely seeing all those.
It was pretty cool. Well, congratulations on all your success. And as we saw there, you've been acting for some time now. What inspired you to then launch your music career?
You know what? This is a dream that's a very long time coming for me. I was actually tried to be a sort of singer, songwriter, musician before I tried to be an actor when I was about 17, 18, 19. I had a music manager and was recording jazz standards and writing songs with different producers. And then that dream sort of somehow slipped through my fingers and evaded me. And I got sort of lured into the acting world and found a love of that and have been very lucky and happy doing that for the last sort of 20 years, really. And I think during the course of the pandemic, where we all sort of sat and questioned what was important to us, I realized I didn't want to be 80 years old and never having done this, never having shared my songs, never having, found the courage to sort of release those into the world. And now it feels very good to have done that, and no one can ever sort of take it away from me. So I'm very, very pleased and proud that I did.
Okay, so during the pandemic, you started filming yourself playing your favorite songs on the piano.
I did. I've been doing that for quite a few years now, actually. It was a sort of a bit of a litmus test to see whether there would be any appetite for me doing anything bolder in the music sphere. And I started playing different covers of songs, and the reactions went from sort of, oh, you have a nice voice, to, can you cover this song, to like, where's the album? Come on, share something. And so that kind of, that buoyed me, and it just shows that kind of support online, and I'm not always in keeping with everything that social media does, but actually the way that support came through to me was really powerful. And bullying works, because I listened to them and got on with it.
I love that you, during COVID, just thought, like, I don't want to regret not doing this. I think that's such a powerful thing to say. And then when you turned 40, you celebrated by releasing your debut EP. It's called Songs for You. What's the meaning behind that title, and what was it like recording?
Well, it was a tricky thing to record during the pandemic, because you have to take all the different instrumentation, all the musicians, and put them together remotely. So I had my drummer and bassist recording in Northern Ireland, and the strings were being arranged in Los Angeles, and then the sort of brass was coming in from places unknown, and we were just kind of curating it and fitting it all together and mixing it, which was, I would love on the next one to have everyone in a big room in a barn somewhere and do it that organically like that. So it was a little bit trickier, but but it kind of ended up with something that I was happy with.
All right, so you also enlisted some help from your co-stars for the music video of your first single called 1111. That was shot in downtown LA. Talk about that experience.
Well, it was an intriguing and interesting process. It was definitely something that was new for me to kind of come up with a concept after 20 years of acting and being written for and edited and directed, just to come up with something. And I wanted to try and link my acting career and that love of storytelling to the songs. And so I kind of came up with this concept of something performative, but having a sort of single audience member that was sitting feeling proud of you. And that was the very first sort of image I had in my head. And then I decided that I wanted someone that you were sort of moving through this theater, almost chasing, that was elusive and sort of everything to you. And I thought of Evan Rachel Wood because of watching her in Westworld and just seeing how extraordinary she is in that, and how she can sort of turn on a dime and be something completely different as she turns a corner. And she's also a good friend, so she was very sort of willing to try and put that video together in a day with me.
And then we do have a special performance of your song. It's called Rise Up, in just a second. But before we hear it, tell us about the meaning.
So, yeah, every Christmas, my dad reads a poem that he has written about the year, celebrating the wonderful things and sort of commiserating things that have been difficult or acknowledging them, and it always makes me quite emotional and but so happy. And I think I inherited a little trait of that, and I started in people's birthday cards and things, just putting little rhymes, just doing things that are a bit more thoughtful. Rise Up was actually a very short poem that I wrote for someone who was going through something difficult. And I sort of looked at these 4 lines over and over again after I sort of sent it to them and thought, this is a verse of a song. And then I sort of sat at the piano and built it up into something that felt almost like a little hymn or something. So I wanted it to feel sort of a bit gospely, and then we added these sort of lush strings and everything. And I was sort of, that was the song that when it was finished, I thought I have to put this into the world somehow, and then added the other songs and made it into the EP that it is. But this song is definitely very precious to me.
All right, with a special KTLA 5 premiere performance just for Music Fest Fridays, here is Ben Barnes singing Rise Up.
Rise up, glorious sun, bathe me deep in your glow, crown my brow, glorious one, bright and surely take it slow. It is these, the lion face, shine on mine, scorch pain away. And when tonight the moon gives chase, sweet dream of another golden day. Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up, climb up and meet the sky. Sweet love, arise. Let the sea catch fire, see the red rocks crack, let the dark expire, no shade at my back. Share your light, teach me to see, caress my soul with your rays, warm the world but have some faith in me, and I shall burn beneath you all my days. Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up, climb up and meet the sky. Sweet love,
Ben.
Nice.
So before we let you go here, any plans for singing in front of a live audience by chance?
Do you know what? I haven't managed to get that far yet, simply because I have a day job. I have a show on Netflix called Shadow and Bone that I'm going back to, but it is definitely another box on the list of dreams that I want to accomplish that I'll find a way to tick.
I'm sure it'll happen.
Although watching the faces that I make during playing those songs, I don't know whether we need to actually see it. We could just listen.
Well, Ben, thanks for joining us. I think I could see him like at the Rainbow Room at the top of 30 Rock.
Yes, that would be cool.
Yeah. All right, you can check out Rise Up and other songs on Ben Barnes' debut EP, Songs for You. It's available to stream now on any music platform, and stay updated by following him on social media. Also got a good head of hair.
Yes, he does.
Healthy head of hair.
For sure. And as he said, his day job, right?
Yeah.
Got to keep the day job.
Yeah, and Glenn should know, coming from somebody who has a great head.
Right?
Absolutely.
It's funny because I was looking at his hair, I was going, you know what, I could probably
You could replicate that.
poof it up a little bit.
Glenn's got the best hair for a male anchor in the business, no doubt about it. Well, hello.